When the radio crackled, "Mayday, Mayday, VIP under attack," the other drivers stopped, but Tyler Brooks floored the gas pedal. Because 20 years ago, the last time he heard that same call, he lost 3 of his best friends. That day would change everything in Tyler's life, because after 20 years, he'd finally get the chance to avenge his fallen brothers. But first, he'd have to fight a battle no one could imagine. Hello and welcome to The Last Stand. Have you or your family members served in the military? Share your experiences in the comments below. Tyler Brooks had been working as a delivery truck driver in Chicago for 15 years. At 45, he was powerfully built and quiet. He worked for Brookstone Logistics, handling important cargo deliveries throughout the city. Tyler had different characteristics from other drivers. His coworkers noticed how he parked his truck at every stop. Always on corners, always near exit routes. And they saw how he scanned the surroundings when he got out of his vehicle. His supervisor, Brandon Ellis, really liked Tyler. "He's our most reliable driver," he'd say about him. "Not a single accident in 15 years, never late." But Brandon wondered why Tyler always used different routes when coming to work each morning. The drivers at Brookstone Logistics would talk about Tyler's strange behaviors during breaks. Ryan Cooper would say, "Did you notice Tyler never listens to the radio in his truck? Always silence, like he's constantly listening to something outside." Steve Williams would add, "He never sits with us for lunch, always alone in his truck, eating something but his eyes are always watching outside." The strangest thing was Tyler's physical condition. At 45, he was stronger than guys in their 25s. He'd lift heavy loads by himself, never seemed to get tired. And his movement. Not like a normal driver, calculated, careful, like he planned every step. On the morning of October 15th, Tyler arrived at work at 7:00, as usual. There was a special assignment that day. He would transport Senator Patricia Williams' personal belongings from her old house to her new one. For security reasons, they had chosen a regular delivery company instead of a specialized security firm. When Tyler received the assignment list, Brandon Ellis warned him, "This one's different, Tyler. The FBI has been included in the security measures. The senator has received threats. You need to be very careful." Tyler just nodded. "Understood, boss. Same as always." But Brandon didn't notice the expression on Tyler's face. At that moment, something had ignited in Tyler's eyes. As if an opportunity he'd been waiting for a long time had finally come. Before starting his mission, Tyler studied the route. Senator Williams' house was in the Lincoln Park area, her new house in Wilmette, a 30-minute distance. There were 3 different route options on the main road. Other drivers would always choose the shortest route, but Tyler thought differently. He visualized the route in his mind, calculating every intersection, every bridge, every narrow passage. As if he was planning a military operation, he got out and checked the back of the truck. There were standard delivery equipment, rope, hammer, screwdriver set, first aid kit. But when Tyler looked at these, he saw different things. These items were potential weapons for him. At 9:30, Tyler arrived at Senator Williams's house. The luxury residence in Lincoln Park was surrounded by FBI security teams. Tyler showed his ID and was allowed inside. Senator Patricia Williams was 52 years old, an experienced politician. When she saw Tyler, she greeted him warmly. "You must be Brooks. Brandon Ellis spoke very highly of you." "Yes, ma'am. I'll transport your belongings safely." FBI agent Michael Foster approached Tyler. "Driver, here's the procedure. You'll go directly to the new house. No stops. Our escort vehicles will be in front and behind you." Tyler nodded, but a voice inside was warning him. This level of heavy security measures wasn't normal for simple belongings transport. At 10:00, the convoy moved out. FBI escort vehicle in front, Tyler's delivery truck in the middle, and the second FBI vehicle in the back. Senator Williams was inside the truck, sitting next to Tyler. The first 15 minutes passed quietly. They were heading north on Michigan Avenue. Tyler constantly checked his mirrors, monitoring the surroundings. The senator noticed this. "Brooks, you seem like a very experienced driver." "I've been doing this job for 15 years, ma'am." "What did you do before?" Tyler hesitated for a moment. "I was in the military, ma'am, for a long time." The senator looked with interest. "Which unit?" "Special operations, ma'am." I can't go into details." That's when Tyler's radio crackled. The voices were mixed, not clear, but Tyler's face changed. Something wasn't right. Echo, 1 to base. Suspicious vehicle detected. Black SUV. License plate unreadable. The voice came from the FBI escort vehicle. Tyler started driving more carefully, his eyes constantly on the mirrors, his hands gripping the steering wheel tightly. Senator Williams noticed the tension. "Is there a problem, Brooks?" "Routine check, ma'am. Nothing to worry about." But Tyler wasn't at ease. His 20 years of experience was telling him something. This wasn't ordinary surveillance. It smelled like a professional operation. The radio crackled again. Echo, 2 to base. Second suspicious vehicle at the side exit. Coordinated movement detected. Tyler's heart rate increased. This was ambush preparation. And right then, the voice came from the FBI vehicle in front. "Mayday, Mayday. Echo, 1 under fire. Repeat, convoy under attack." When the first bullets hit Echo 1, Tyler reflexively hit the brakes. But then that terrible day from 20 years ago came to mind. In Mogadishu, he had lost 3 friends in an ambush just like this. "Not this time. Ma'am, stay in the vehicle and get down," Tyler shouted. Senator Williams looked in shock. "What's happening? Now?" Tyler's tone carried such authority that the senator lay down without hesitation. Tyler floored the gas pedal. He drove the truck directly toward the attackers. The first attacker from the left was firing at the truck's windshield. The glass shattered, but Tyler didn't swerve. He rammed the truck directly into the attacker's vehicle. The attacker's car flipped over. "Tyler, what are you doing?" Senator screamed. "Doing my job, ma'am." The second wave of attackers came from the right. Tyler swerved the truck hard left but overdid it. The truck lost balance and rolled onto its side. Among the sounds of screeching metal and breaking glass, the truck started sliding down the road. Tyler had blood flowing from his head, but was conscious. "Ma'am, are you injured?" Senator Williams was moaning. My leg is trapped." Tyler quickly unbuckled his seatbelt. He had to plan an exit from the overturned truck, but footsteps could be heard outside. The attackers were approaching. "Okay, ma'am, be very quiet. These men are professionals, but I'm more professional." When Senator looked at Tyler, she saw something in the man's eyes she'd never seen before. This was no longer an ordinary delivery truck driver. This was a war machine. The first attacker tried to enter through the back of the truck. Tyler was waiting for him. The moment the attacker's foot came inside, Tyler grabbed him and pulled him inside with a powerful movement. The attacker's head hit the truck's metal wall. He passed out. "Tyler, who are you?" The senator whispered. "Right now, the only important thing is keeping you safe, ma'am." The second attacker was approaching from the front of the truck. Tyler took the unconscious attacker's weapon, Glock 17, full magazine. The moment the gun came into Tyler's hand, everything changed. His movement style, his posture, the look in his eyes. The Delta Force operator who didn't die 20 years ago had returned. The attacker fired at the truck through the front window. Tyler covered the senator to protect her. Then he quickly took position and returned fire. 1 shot, 1 target. The attacker fell to the ground. "Ma'am, we're getting out now. You'll follow behind me. You won't touch anything. You won't look anywhere. Understood?" Senator Williams nodded. The authority in Tyler's voice had completely convinced her. Tyler kicked open the back door of the truck. Outside was quiet, but Tyler knew this was deceptive. There was probably a sniper. He scanned the area. 200 meters ahead on the bridge, he saw a silhouette. The sniper was there. "Ma'am, we're going to run now. To that car." 50 meters ahead was a burning FBI vehicle. They could use it as cover. 3, 2, 1, run. Tyler grabbed the senator's hand and started running. The sniper's bullet passed right by Tyler. They reached the burning car. Behind the FBI vehicle, they were out of breath. Tyler checked the surroundings. There were at least 4 more attackers, in different positions. This was a professional operation. "Tyler," said Senator Williams, "who are these men?" "I don't know, ma'am, but they're very well organized. They want you, and they've planned thoroughly." Tyler's radio crackled. All units, convoy under attack. We need emergency assistance." "Help is coming, ma'am, but it'll take 10, 15 minutes. We need to stay alive until then." The senator looked at Tyler. "You're not a normal driver." Tyler smiled for the first time. "No, ma'am, I'm not." Tyler checked his weapon. 12 bullets left. Not enough. But Tyler had gotten out of worse situations before. "Ma'am, I'm going to tell you something, and you'll be very surprised. I'm Tyler Brooks, former Delta Force operator. I served 15 years in Special Operations." Senator Williams' eyes widened. "Delta Force? Are you serious?" "Very serious. And right now you're being protected by one of the most elite units in American history." Tyler opened the trunk of the burning car. Inside were FBI emergency equipment. Extra ammunition magazines, flash bang grenades, tactical vest. "Thank God," Tyler muttered as he put on the tactical vest. "Now things have changed." Tyler formed the battle plan in his mind. 4 attackers. 1 sniper on the bridge, 2 behind buildings on the left, 1 behind the truck on the right. "Ma'am, I'm going to find you a safe place now. Then I'll settle accounts with these men." "Tyler, alone?" "Ma'am, I'm Delta Force. We alone are as effective as an entire army." Tyler pulled out the flashbang grenade. "This is a stun grenade. When it explodes, you'll run to that manhole cover in 5 seconds. You'll be safe there. What about you?" "I'll do my job." Tyler pulled the pin and threw the grenade to the left. Boom! A big explosion and excessive light. Tyler shouted, "Run!" Senator Williams ran to the manhole cover. Tyler simultaneously moved right toward the attacker behind the truck. Tyler silently approached the attacker behind the truck. His 20 years of Delta Force training had kicked in. His movement style, breathing, stepping, everything was perfect. When the attacker noticed Tyler, it was too late. Tyler took the attacker's weapon with one movement and struck his neck with another. The attacker silently fell to the ground. 1 down. Tyler's earpiece crackled. "Echo, 3 to base. Is the target secure?" Tyler took the earpiece. "Echo 3, Tyler Brooks speaking. Target is secure, clearing the area." "Tyler Brooks? Who are you?" "Delta Force, retired operator. I'm taking control of the situation." Silence from the radio. Then, "Copy that. Do you need assistance?" "No, I'll handle it." Now came the hardest part. The sniper on the bridge could see Tyler, and it was impossible to approach in open ground. Tyler examined the area. There was a drainage canal that went under the bridge, if he could approach from there. Tyler ran to the manhole cover. "Ma'am, stay here. I'll be back in 10 minutes. "Tyler, be careful." Tyler entered the sewer system. It was a dark, humid, narrow tunnel, but Tyler had fought in worse places. In Afghanistan, Iraq, Somalia. 10 minutes later, he reached under the bridge. Above, the sniper's footsteps could be heard. Tyler silently climbed the metal ladder. The sniper was watching where the senator was hiding. He didn't notice Tyler. When Tyler reached the last step, the death of his friends from 20 years ago came to mind. Alex, David, Ryan. They had all died in an ambush like this. "This time will be different," Tyler muttered. With one movement, he jumped on the sniper. A short struggle. Tyler won. Looking down from the bridge, Tyler saw the remaining 2 attackers. They were approaching the senator's position from behind the buildings. Tyler took the sniper's rifle. Remington 700, with telescopic scope. When it came into Tyler's hands, the old days came to mind. Training at Quantico, the record for hitting targets at 800 meters. When the first attacker came out from behind the building, Tyler was ready. 1 shot. Target neutralized. The last attacker detected Tyler's position and started firing at the bridge. Tyler took cover. Broken glass and concrete pieces scattered around. A quick plan formed in Tyler's mind. He took the flashbang grenade from the sniper. He calculated the distance. He threw it to land right next to the attacker. Boom! Explosion sound and light. The attacker was confused. Tyler didn't miss that moment. 1 more shot. Silence. Tyler came down from the bridge. There was no movement around. All attackers had been neutralized. He ran to the manhole cover. "Ma'am, you're safe. You can come out." When Senator Williams came out, she looked at Tyler with unbelieving eyes. "Tyler, you're incredible." "Just did my job, ma'am." Siren sounds were coming from the distance. FBI reinforcement teams were approaching. Tyler, said the senator, you say Delta Force, but why are you working as a delivery truck driver? Tyler's face darkened. That's a long story, ma'am. FBI vehicles arrived and stopped. Agent Foster got out, examined the area, then approached Tyler. Tyler Brooks? Did you conduct this operation alone? Yes, Agent. I need to find out who you are. Tyler took a deep breath. Tyler Brooks, former Delta Force operator. I served 15 years in special operations. Agent Foster opened his radio. Base, Foster here. I need you to investigate someone named Tyler Brooks. Claims to have Delta Force background. 10 minutes later, the radio responded. Agent Foster, Tyler Brooks' file is classified level. Pentagon authorization required. Foster looked at Tyler. You really are Delta Force. Former. Why did you leave? Tyler remained silent for a long time. In 2004, in Mogadishu, I lost 3 friends in an operation because of my mistake. Senator Williams approached. What happened? I misinterpreted the intelligence report. I changed the operation plan. My friends fell into an ambush and died. Alex Thompson, David Mitchell, Ryan Campbell. They were my closest friends. Tyler's eyes filled with tears. The military court found me innocent, but I never forgave myself. I left Delta Force. For 20 years, I've carried the pain of their deaths. Foster wondered, who are these attackers? Tyler pulled out an ID from one of the dead attackers' pockets. Hassan al-Mansouri. I know him. Who is he? The leader of the group that killed my friends in Mogadishu in 2004. I've been looking for him for 20 years. Senator Williams was surprised. Were they targeting you? No, ma'am. You were the target. But Hassan being here is no coincidence. He's been after me for 20 years. Today, I both saved your life and avenged my friends. Tyler looked at Hassan's body. Alex, David, Ryan. Justice has finally been served. Foster's radio crackled. Agent Foster, Pentagon on the line. They want to speak with Tyler Brooks. Tyler took the radio. Tyler Brooks. Operator Brooks, this is General Patricia Hayes. We've learned about the situation. Your protection operation for Senator Williams was excellent. Thank you, General. Brooks, we want you to come to the Pentagon. We have important matters to discuss with you. Tyler looked around. After 20 years, he had conducted a Delta Force operation again. And this time, no one had died. General, I'm just a retired delivery truck driver now. Brooks, the operation you conducted today will become legendary. Would you consider returning to Delta Force? Tyler thought. For 20 years he had blamed himself, but today he had proven he was still the same operator. Even better. General, we can discuss this matter. Senator Williams approached Tyler. Tyler, I don't know how to thank you. You saved my life. I did my job, ma'am. No, Tyler. You did much more than your job. You became a real hero today. Tyler smiled. Ma'am, heroes are people who keep the memory of their fallen friends alive. Tyler, I want to learn your story. What you went through. Why you blamed yourself for so long. Maybe someday, ma'am, but right now, what's important is your safety. FBI escort arrived. Senator Williams would be safely taken to her new house. Tyler, I owe you. And remember, your Delta Force past isn't a shame, it's an honor. That evening, when Tyler returned to Brookstone Logistics, Brandon Ellis was waiting for him. Tyler, the FBI called. Are you really Delta Force? Tyler gave a tired smile. Former Brandon, long ago. We've worked together for 15 years, Tyler. You never said anything. There was nothing to say. I had left that past behind. Brandon shook his head in amazement. I kept saying you're my most reliable driver. Turns out you were a Delta Force operator. I'm still the same Tyler, Brandon. I just had to use my old skills today. Tyler, the Pentagon called too. They want to meet with you. Tyler looked out the window. After 20 years, his life was changing again. That night, Tyler was alone at home. On the wall hung 3 photographs. Alex Thompson, David Mitchell, Ryan Campbell. For 20 years, he couldn't look at these photographs. Today, he looked at them for the first time. Friends, he said quietly, today I avenged you. Hassan is dead, and no one else died. Tyler took the photographs, held them to his chest. I missed you. Every day I missed you. but I'm not ashamed anymore, because today I proved that your deaths weren't in vain. I'm still the same operator, even better." Tears flowed from his eyes. "Have you forgiven me, friends?" As if a voice came from the photographs, Tyler felt peace inside. For the first time in 20 years, he didn't feel guilt. His friends seemed to be looking at him with pride. Tyler hung the photographs back on the wall, but this time not with shame, but with honor. The next morning, Tyler's phone rang. "Tyler Brooks?" "Yes. This is General Patricia Hayes, Pentagon." "Mr. Brooks, we need to meet with you urgently." "General, I'm just a civilian now." "Mr. Brooks, the operation you conducted yesterday is one of the most successful solo operations in Delta Force history. 4 terrorists, 1 operator, 0 casualties. This statistic is legendary." Tyler remained silent. "Mr. Brooks, are you there?" "Yes, General." "We have an offer for you. Will you come to Washington?" Tyler thought. The past he had been running from for 20 years was now offering him a return. "General, I'm coming." 2 days later, Tyler was at the Pentagon. When General Hayes met him, Tyler's posture was like the old days again. He was in civilian clothes, but his military bearing had returned. "Operator Brooks, welcome." "General." In the meeting room were 5 generals and Pentagon senior officials. Tyler's file was on the table. "Brooks," said General Hayes, "we've reviewed your 15-year service record. 47 successful operations, 312 lives saved, 0 operator casualties, until 2004. Tyler's face tensed. "Yes, General. Mogadishu." "New information has emerged about that operation, Brooks. You didn't write the intelligence report. It was manipulated by the CIA." Tyler was shocked. "What do you mean, General?" "The intelligence given to you in the 2004 operation was intentionally wrong. There was a double agent in the CIA. They sacrificed your friends to trap you." Tyler's world shook. "I blamed myself for 20 years. Brooks, you are innocent. Your friends' deaths weren't your fault." General Hayes continued. "We also opened Hassan al-Mansouri's file. He was a CIA double agent at that time. He was the one who set the trap for you. He'd been after you for 20 years because he was afraid you'd learn the truth." Tyler stood up. "So, my friends." "Yes, Brooks, your friends died heroically, and you blamed yourself unnecessarily for 20 years. Tyler's eyes filled with tears. Alex, David, Ryan. He had really lost them, but their deaths weren't his fault. "General, why are you telling me this information now?" "Because, Brooks, it's time for you to return. Delta Force needs you." General Hayes handed Tyler a folder. "Brooks, we're offering you full reinstatement and promotion. Colonel rank and command of Delta Force's new training program." Tyler opened the folder. Inside were a new Delta Force ID, Colonel's bars, and a Medal of Honor. "Brooks, you suffered punishment innocently for 20 years. Now you can return and train the new generation of operators," Tyler thought. Delivery truck driver Tyler Brooks and Delta Force operator Tyler Brooks. Which was his real identity? "General, I have one condition." "What is it?" "The truth will be explained to Alex Thompson, David Mitchell, and Ryan Campbell's families. They died heroically. The families should know this." "Accepted, Brooks." Tyler took the folder. "Then, General, I'm on duty." A week later, a big ceremony was organized at the Pentagon. Tyler would be awarded the Medal of Honor for both his services 20 years ago and the Senator Williams operation. Senator Williams was also present at the ceremony. When she saw Tyler, she smiled. "Colonel Brooks, you look very different." Tyler was wearing his colonel's uniform with his medals attached. "Thank you, Senator." "Tyler, I learned your real story, what you went through for 20 years. That's in the past, Senator. I'm looking to the future now." General Hayes started the ceremony. Colonel Tyler Brooks is being awarded the Medal of Honor for extraordinary courage and sacrifice. As Tyler received the medal, there were 3 families at the back of the hall. Alex's wife, Linda Thompson, David's father, Miguel Mitchell, Ryan's mother, Dorothy Campbell. They were all looking at Tyler with pride. After the ceremony, Tyler approached the families, the moment he had feared most for 20 years. Linda Thompson spoke first. "Tyler, Alex talked about you a lot. He'd say you were his best friend." Tyler's eyes filled with tears. "Linda, I'm so sorry." No, Tyler, you have nothing to apologize for. Alex died as a real hero, and you kept his memory alive for 20 years. Miguel Mitchell shook Tyler's hand. David would be proud of you. You're a real hermano. Dorothy Campbell hugged Tyler. Ryan loved you very much, Tyler. He saw you like a second son. Tyler couldn't hold back his tears anymore. I lost them. No, Tyler, said Linda Thompson. You kept them alive. For 20 years, their spirit lived with you, and today, you avenged them. Tyler Brooks serves today as Delta Force Training Commander at Fort Bragg. On his office wall hang photographs of Alex Thompson, David Mitchell, and Ryan Campbell. Every morning when he comes to work, he says, "Good morning, friends," to them. And every evening when he goes home, he says, "See you tomorrow." Because Tyler now knows that real friendship doesn't end with death. It lives through memory. If you enjoy these powerful stories, don't forget to subscribe to the Last Stand channel. We'll continue bringing you more hero stories every week. Tyler Brooks still serves today, but no longer with guilt, but with honor. The Delta Force motto, De Oppresso Liber, to free the oppressed. Tyler Brooks lives this motto every day.